Time right now is 7:20. That means it's time to visit with our doctor in residence relating to the coronavirus, and that's Dr. Kevin Kavanagh, retired physician and also founder and president of a nationwide organization, Health Watch USA. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning, Jack.
We try to very much to keep you from being political. We try to make it sure that you are just being scientific in your opinions. But I have to ask, did you watch the debate? And if you did, I'd love for you to comment on things that you heard that were right and wrong regarding coronavirus. First, did you watch it?
Well, first of all, Jack, there was no debate. I watched it, and I'll be honest with you, I was pretty embarrassed by it. And I know I'm apolitical, but the tone of that was nothing but embarrassing. If you go on and you look at the foreign press and read what's going on in foreign papers and what they're commenting about it, to me it was deeply disturbing. And the main message is, if that's what's going on in decision making in Washington, that should tell people a lot of why we can't get this virus under control. That's just my opinion, but to me it was very, very disturbing. The main thing that I think we need to focus on, and that's opening the economy. Now, first of all, the economy is already as open as it can get. Until you control the virus, people are not going to go out and fully utilize the economy. They don't want to, and it's not safe. And so the question should be, and neither side stressed this, is that we need to make the economy safer. And we have stressed this repeatedly on this show. This means getting proper PPE. And of course, as you know from the Halloween recommendations, this may mean getting N95s, because this virus is, in all likelihood, it will aerosolize under proper conditions, and that includes loud talking and loud singing. So N95s are in short supply. You're not going to get private industry to gear up and do that because the startup costs of manufacturing are going to be huge. They will not recoup it. They were burned during the N1H1 epidemic. They did that, done that. It's not going to happen. They're going to have to invoke the Production Act in order to get these produced and out to the public. We're going to need to social distance. And these two things are going to need to be embraced by the entire population, not by just a few. And as far as schools go, we're going to need to invest in infrastructure to get their air systems upgraded, get them healthy buildings. Will it be expensive? Yes. But our children deserve this. We're giving that type of upgrade and care to our athletes, but yet we can't our children. And you know what? If the pandemic goes away tomorrow, we still should be doing this. These are nituses for infectious diseases, and anybody will tell you that. As soon as your kids go back to school, parents start getting sick again. We need to get this cleaned up. So that's the largest take-home message I got from this. And I know I'm not usually that negative, but Jack, things are going the wrong direction with the pandemic. As far as I can see, it is not becoming under control.
I also understand you're worried about the next couple of weekends. Neighbors over at UK to do more to limit off-campus parties. So we've all seen the pictures of the partying going on with a lot of people shoulder to shoulder and no masks and so on.
Well, yes. I mean, to me, it's just mind-boggling. UK is doing a stellar job as far as the administration of testing, trying to do contact tracing. They're doing everything right, but yet the students are out there partying and they may be spreading the virus. Because again, they've bought into this false narrative that they're going to be semi-immune or immune or it's not going to hurt them. Well, we don't know that. We know they're not as likely to die, much less likely. They're not as likely to go into the hospital or ICU, but that's just likely. They still can. And the reason why professional teams have not been wanting to go out and play is because this virus can cause heart involvement, and they are very concerned about getting myocarditis. And of course, during the debates, if you want to call them that, we heard that President Trump state he was responsible for getting the Big Ten back into back into the playing field. Well, to me, that's disturbing. It should have been the scientists. It should have been done safely. If you're a college athlete, you're not even paid to do this. So how much should you be putting at risk until you actually know the information and you have the data that you need to have to make sure that you're safe? All right. Thank you, Jack.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kevin Kavanagh.